there's many different countries. But one of the challenges, I would say, in the countries that have already gone through an important reduction, first it's important to say that this has had no negative impact on the results, on the production as such. So we have reduced with more than 50% antimicrobial usage, but that has not have a negative impact on the farm, on the production, on the income for the farmer. So I think that's an important message also for those countries that still have to do it. People think if I use less antibiotics, it will cost me money, but actually it's the contrary. You can gain money by using less antibiotics. What is one of the big challenges is that we still have a group that is lagging behind. The majority of the big producers do well, do very well. There's a small group that still uses a lot of antibiotics. So now, where we are more and more focusing on this group, rather than saying in general everybody should reduce antimicrobial use, with the new data collection systems where we have data at the farm level on antibiotics, we can specifically identify a group of users that are high users, where we need to help them more actively in improving and coaching them towards a better biosecurity. And I think biosecurity is one of the key words in this story, where we need to help them in infection prevention. The bottom line is, if you don't have infections, you don't need antibiotics. So that's where we have to go to, and it is feasible. We see in many countries that it already works with good vaccination programs, good genetics of the animals, good housing conditions, good feeding, and that we really can make profitable production without the use of these antibiotics.
So probably the biggest challenge is that the information exists in a wide variety of states or a wide variety of databases, and so it's very difficult to accumulate all that to get some sort of national perspective on antimicrobial use or a national viewpoint on how much antimicrobial is used. It's easier to get sales data, but that often doesn't translate into what's happening at the farm, and it doesn't represent the diversity of how drugs are being used at the farm level either, which is pretty important.
I think it's, how to put it, to provide incentives for the producers to use less, to show them or showcase that it's possible to have disease prevention without antibiotics, because in many parts of the world, not only in Southeast Asia, but the use of antimicrobials regularly, it's a way to cover up poor management. So I don't believe that much in, of course, regulations are good, but they are not enough. It have to be positive, viable, economically viable incentives for the farmers or for the producers to make a change.